Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. It's going to be a Diablo 4 video talking about the shenanigans that are going on right now with the open beta. I was super excited to play, but it's looking like that's not really going to happen, at least for tonight. I'm experiencing a horrible level of constant disconnects, and we're going to talk about why this is happening for some people, or the fact that it's happening for some people while some people are fine, and some interesting polling that we've done here on the channel, and all that, so that I can keep you in the loop with what is happening in the Diablo 4 open beta. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so basically what seems to be happening with the open beta, I'm one of the unlucky ones, but there seems to be two different baskets of players. In one basket of players, they are perfectly fine, and they're like, I don't see what the trouble is. Game's smooth for me, I'm good to go. And then there's another basket of players where you just flat out can't play. Like, I've been hanging out with other content creators and in calls and stuff, and a few of them have literally just been like, screw this, I'm done for the day. I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow and try again, because it's literally unplayable. You'll wait in queue for an hour, and then you'll play for like 30 seconds, or you won't even be able to play at all. It'll just say your game is bugged, you can't get into a game, and then you're back in the queue for an hour. And after doing this for 5 hours, a few people are rightfully so like, okay, screw this, I'm done, and I'll just try again tomorrow. That is, unless you're a crazy person like me, and you will sit here and pound on the door all night, beating your head against the wall, trying to at least, get some gameplay, because some gameplay is better than none. So it is actually surprising that the queue times are not going down at all. As of me recording this, it's 9 o'clock at night Central Time, and the queue times are still almost an hour every single time. So a little bit surprising that they've been pretty stable for about 5 hours or so. So hopefully you're one of the lucky ones that are able to play the open beta. And if you're screwed and you're not able to really do anything longer than a few minutes, it's not just you, it's happening to me and some other content creators and a lot of people out there as well. And I will say, in Blizzard's defense, they have had someone from Blizzard who is super cool and has been direct messaging me and in contact with me and asking me what's going on, and having me give them codes and tell them what is happening to certain people, and try to get them as much information as possible to look into their accounts and see what is happening and see why some people are having horrible issues and some people aren't. I mean, it is the general reason that you're going to want to do an open beta like this, is to really stress test your system and get that one last final hurrah to figure things out and get things ironed out before we have the live release coming up here in a couple months. So I will go through the pain. I promise. I will sit here and I will try, and I will continue to keep you in the loop as to what is happening and what I'm hearing from Blizzard and what is going on in the open beta, because I'm sure a lot of you are wanting to play just like me, but alas, I'm just gonna have to kind of wait and see if it gets fixed or when it gets fixed. And I do also want to pull up over on the right side of the screen some interesting polls that I want to give a shout out to you for turning out and voting on. We've gotten over 1,000 votes on both of these polls. Looks like Sorcerer was the favorite class of people last weekend, or at least viewers on my channel, getting most of the vote, and then Rogue being slightly behind that, and then Barbarian all the way down at 17%. So people having some issues with the melee combat and stuff like that, maybe thinking the Barbarian is a little bit underwhelming on the leveling process. But then for this weekend, I wanted to know what people are more hyped about, either the necromancer or the druid. Now, I would say in general, over the course of Diablo lore and just kind of the sentiment of the community, the necro seems to be kind of a fan favorite. So I'm not shocked that the necro comes out slightly ahead. It's about a 60-40 clip in terms of being excited for either class, the necromancer or the druid. And I would say, just in the general sentiments I've gotten in hanging out with other content creators and soaking up as much knowledge as I can in the Diablo 4 community, it seems like people think the necromancer is super strong and people think the druid is pretty underwhelming. So it's going to be interesting to see how that opinion evolves as we get more and more ironed out early game builds, and we get some legendary aspects, and we start to learn a little bit more about testing them in the early game. I really wish we could go up to like level 40, level 50, and do a little bit more testing. I think level 25 is a little bit lame and a little bit too early game and too constrictive. But anyway, I know the whole point of an open beta is to figure out the things like I'm having to deal with, and figure out why we can't play the game, and to kind of stress test the systems to make sure that hopefully this stuff isn't happening when the game goes live. So yeah, I'm down to 7 minutes now after kind of planning to record this video, and hopefully I'm able to get in. I was having a lot of fun testing like the XP per hour, doing events versus doing dungeons, and trying to figure out legendaries per hour, and trying to do some testing so that I can try to inform you on what is the most optimal path to play this weekend. But then I got kind of GG'd, not able to play. I'm having to live vicariously through some other content creator friends of mine and hang out with them and use them for knowledge to help me crunch some numbers and stuff like that. But also, if you're looking for people to play, you are welcome to come join the Discord server. I will link you down below. We've got content creators and community members and people in the clan and all of that. You can reach out to me. You can DM me. I will be happy to keep you in the loop and direct you to where you can find people to chat with and play with and all of that. So don't be shy. My DMs are open and I'm happy to help you out. So yeah, I will continue to pound the pavement and talk to Blizzard and keep you in the loop and figure out what is going on with the Diablo 4 beta so that hopefully we can play and enjoy it together. But just a quick one talking about this because I didn't want you to think you are the only one having problems. There are a lot of us having issues that are basically not able to play at all. So hopefully it doesn't go on all weekend and I'm able to dive in with the other people as well later on tonight or tomorrow. So as always, remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Diablo content. I appreciate you. I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace.